Hey Tripsters, good afternoon. Cindy reporting from Tripsy Travel. Today we are at Animal Kingdom's Kidani Village and it is gorgeous out here. There's some zebra in the background, there's some buffalo, some wildebeest. It's so beautiful here. We just wanted to spend a few minutes with you this afternoon to talk about why it's so important to stay on Disney property and why that's one of my #1 tips for my clients. A lot of people ask, oh, it's a little more expensive to stay on Disney. Should I do that or should we just stay off property and drive in? Well, it's a much better value to stay on Disney property and I'll tell you why. The first reason is you get free transfers to and from the airport. Disney has their magical transfer service and your travel agent, or you can book it by yourself, give them your flight numbers and you get free transportation. They will even send you tags so when you check your luggage in your hometown, the luggage transportation goes from the airport. You don't have to pick up your luggage in Orlando. It goes directly to the hotel. So for the sake of your husband and having to carry all your bags, you get to skip that whole process and everyone's in a great mood. Secondly, being on Disney property is way more convenient. You get access to all of their transportation systems, their boats, the monorail, the buses. So regardless of what hotel you're staying at, there's different modes of transportation, but they're all free to you as a guest staying on Disney property. The other reason is magic hours, and this is probably my favorite and most important reason. The parks get so busy during the day, so to be able to plan your itinerary around when the parks have either early magic hours or late magic hours, those are the times of the day that only guests that are staying on a Walt Disney World property can visit the parks. So, for example, we went to Magic Kingdom this morning and it was very busy. We got to do a few things because we had fast passes, but then in the afternoon we only have one fast pass. So if we didn't have magic hours, we would be waiting in line. So we came back and took a break and we're going back tonight. We're going to have a nice dinner, but we know that we have that extra 2 hours at the end of the day that it's magic hours. So only people at the resort will be able to walk on the rides. It's much less crowded. So that is absolutely a great way to maximize your vacation, because there were a lot of families that were walking by rides today going, we don't have time for that, we don't have time for that, we don't have time. If they didn't have a fast pass, they're going to miss out on this vacation on those rides. So that's probably the #1 reason staying on property is so great. And there's some other little great things with Disney as well. Of course, Disney's hospitality. From the minute you check in, there's so many great features. You can pick a different theme. We chose Animal Kingdom because we have a couple of children who love animals, but depending on what theme you want, there's several hotels that you have to choose from. Work with your travel agent on which you think will be best for your vacation. Another great feature staying on property is you have access to add the dining plan, which again is a great value. If you're going to be staying on property or doing some of the character breakfasts or character dinners, which are pretty much the only way that you can see characters without waiting in line, that is a fantastic way to make sure that you're getting the best price for those characters and then get your family into that experience as well. Another great reason for staying on Disney property is just the experience of being here. They have a lot of little perks that you would never think of. The stickers, the buttons, having access to the refillable drink stations which you get with your Disney dining plan. So again, those are just a few great reasons to stay on Disney property. We hope that you consider doing that and work with your local travel agency, or of course you can contact us here at Tripsy. We're here to help. And no matter what, have a magical time at your next Disney vacation. Bye Tripsters!